Welcome into the garage, guys. Well, tonight we're working on my little neat ADHD over here. Little Nissan Sentra I picked up. Simple, small little car. And it's going to be a flip car for here in the channel. It needs a tune-up. So I'm figuring the plugs, I don't think they've ever been changed. It's going to misfire in cylinder 1. So I've got a new set of coils and plugs. And it's going to be a fun one because this is one of those genius designs from the Nissan, Renault, Mitsubishi Trinity, where the intake manifold goes out and comes over the top of the engine. So this is about to be fun, but it is what it is. Let's get started. All right, let's see. I'm gonna find a damn extension, of course. All right, guys, so I got the intake off. I actually figured out, I think, why this car, because I bought this car, it was having an intermittent misfire. Well, this connector for this injector on cylinder number 1, which is where the misfire was, wasn't fully seated. It was like barely hanging on. So that leads me to believe that was our problem child. But we've already got the intake manifold off, so let's go ahead and just throw a new set of coils and plugs in this thing. A little maintenance doesn't hurt. It actually does these old cars good. Because unfortunately, with Nissans, most people that buy Nissans don't maintain them. I will tell you a controversial thing. The continuously variable transmission that buckles up behind these is actually kind of decent if you take care of them and treat them right. Every 20,000 miles, service them. But most people don't, and hence why these cars just don't last, and they're pretty well disposable. Where'd my extension go? It's over there. But we here at Bo's Garage believe in giving every car a fair chance. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, and unfortunately, this is a spark plug socket. I need to go find a spark plug socket so I can get the spark plugs out of this hole. Oh, damn, those things. Alright, so swap the coils. Now I'm just gonna put this intake back on. Now time for a little bit of fishing. Get everything back where it's supposed to be. So, one of the bolts, luckily it didn't run off, but fell down here. Where you at? There you go. And I know y'all get to see such a scenic view of my bald spot. Such a scenic view, guys. All right. Let's see. All right. Now, we're going to try to feed the other two, and then we've got to start the tightening sequence. And this guy. Oh, we got a problem here. Oh, hell. Oh, shit. One day, your boy will have a really nice garage to work out of. Just sit at his driveway at night. Now, and all right. Now you have about throttle body back, and we'll fire it up and see if it worked. But first, I gotta get the gasket off. All right, so we got it back in. We're gonna replace our air filter. This thing was disgusting, so might as well. While we're in here, just go ahead and get a little maintenance done. And now let's just put this tube back over here on the throttle body. Guy right here. There. Honest to God, this thing here reminds me of those little toppers for the candy canes. You know, the ones you get at Christmas, got the little M&Ms and all in them. All right, so we've got her back together. Now, we need to go get the key and see if she's no longer misfiring. Cross your fingers, guys. Let's see if our work fixed it. All right. That horrible clanging you hear is the belt tensioner that's about to go to Jesus. But now she's not wanting to stay idling. So we have a vacuum leak somewhere. Well, hell. Let's see if I didn't hook these tubes up right. Up. I know exactly. bet you that was it. Let's see. Well, there was our problem. I'm stupid and forgot to plug the vacuum hose back up. Dang thing runs pretty good. Now we just gotta give it an oil change. So now we've got everything here. We got the oil draining. So always make sure on these Nissans you change the intake and throttle body gaskets. They'll usually dry out. And time for the most important part. It's earned itself an oil change. So we're gonna get us a nice little Super Tech filter. And what kind of oil are we gonna use? Mobile, Valvoline, STV? No, Super Tech. And before you get on my butt, Super Tech's good oil. Works perfectly fine if you're doing 3,000 to 5,000 mile intervals. And I do 3,000 mile intervals on every one of my cars. So Walmart brand oil works just fine. And a neat fact, it's made right here in Louisiana. So, welcome back in, guys. And that's the end result is this little Nissan Sentra. Originally, the game plan, this was going to be a flip car, but after repairing it, driving it around town, this car is absolutely fantastic. So I'm probably going to keep this car. But with that being said, something's got to go. The S10. I like the S10. It's not a bad little truck, but I don't need it. And it's kind of lethargic to drive, where this one is a lot more peppy. So it is what it is, but you know what? We had some fun along the way. Thank you guys for watching. Also, one more thing. I've got a boatload of parts in for the tractor, so be looking next week for the tractor. We're going to be jumping in on it, pulling the hood off, everything, so stay tuned.